Hi, it's Sonia. Do you have foot pain and you don't know if it's plantar fascia? Does walking hurt you and you're not really sure where it is? Well, plantar fasciitis is a term of chronic inflammation. Well, usually you get diagnosed when something's bad enough to fit in a category because insurance monitors what doctors talk about. So there needs to be measurable results. For everyone else in this undiagnosable category, we're kind of just left wondering, okay, well, I'm not bad enough to be there. Could one day it be there? Can I do something before to do it? So plantar fasciitis or plantar fascia is relatively unknown exactly what specifically causes it because it's system-wide. What's your weight distribution when you're walking, when you're sitting? What's your most popular posture? If you're sitting a lot, you could be shortening your calves, and then you go walking. Do you try to do 10,000 steps? Maybe that can be too much. So a little bit about the foot. So your calf muscle, you actually have 11 calf muscles. If we were to chop you here and you look at them, you have a big one back here. You have that connects the back of the thigh to the heel. You have one that starts here, connects to the heel. You do have two bones in your leg. So if I were to look at it with the two bones, you have muscles that just control both of those bones. Well, one bone is one ankle and the other bone's the other ankle. If you have too much forward shifting or backward shifting, does it then go and sit in the foot the right way? Because then if you go and look at this part of the foot, it's a whole bunch of boulders that kind of fit together, and if those don't do the right way of moving the right way, they can cause no movement in some areas or extra movement in another. It can affect your arch, but then you have these long toe bones. It can affect how those work. So breaking each foot down, seeing how your toes function, see how well your heels. Some people's heels are off, that the heels are actually turned. You can turn the heel side to side. The heel can also rotate forward and back. So if my calf is too tight, I could actually look like I have a smaller arch, technically have a smaller arch, because this heel bone is rotated down more. Well, we have the bony protrusion that muscles and tendons connect to. This shouldn't be down here. This is just an example. So that bony protrusion's here, and then I go walking on it, and then that hurts me. I go to the doctor, and the doctor says nothing wrong, but the heel shouldn't be in that alignment, and you might start to get a heel spur because it's the body's coping mechanism. So then this is rotated the wrong way, but then you have all these boulders depending on that support and that movement. So we need to kind of figure out and address this part of the arch here in order to have here. Another bone that's huge is this tibia bone, fibula bone, this side one. You can actually push it back because if this starts to come too far forward, which it could be coming from your IT band, it could be coming from the quad. If this starts to come too forward, it can actually pull this ankle forward. So if you have pain up here, sometimes it's just good to push this bone back and follow it all the way up, pushing it back. But then you need to teach your ankle how to move again. You can't just correct one thing passively. You have to then isolate it to work, to then integrate it to work even bigger. So I know it's overwhelming and I know it's complicated, but there's hope.